aí galera do YouTube, tudo bom com vocês? Bem-vindo a mais um vídeo de Genshin Impact. E não tem nada de novo no Genshin. Porém, eu decidi finalmente fazer algo que eu estou... Não, pera aí, não. Algo que eu estou há muito tempo de fazer. Exatamente, os Hangout. Eu tô com... Esses aqui são os que eu já terminei, né? Só fiz 3 até agora. Ainda tem esses dois aqui, são antigos que só caramba. Mas hoje a gente vai fazer o da Yunjin, porque tem um vídeo que eu quero assistir de um cara que jogou essa história da Yunjin, né? Eu só posso jogar depois que eu assistir. Aliás, eu só posso assistir depois que eu jogar. Então, nós vamos fazer Yunjin hoje. Nossa bela e fofa Yunjin. Tem 5 finais. Nesse vídeo provavelmente eu vou fazer 3, dependendo de quanto tempo demore, né? Pra fazer cada um. E na segunda parte eu vou fazer os últimos 2, como sempre faço. Mas, né? É isso aí. Simbora. Não, tu não, sai pra lá. Dogo. Começar evento. Canção de gastos. Hoje nós vamos usar esse meu time que finalmente está quase perfeito. Minha Shogun, minha bela Shogun está incrivelmente forte. É isso aí. É a deusa do trovão aqui, fera. Olha os status. 55 de taxa. Quase 200 de dano e mais de 200 de recarga. E também tem, né, dano eletro. Só com um E dela dá 10 mil de dano. 10k, só com um E dela. 10k, imagina. Nossa, ela tá muito poderosa. A minha Yai também tá forte. Ela não tá na força total dela não, mas... É porque nossa, cara, eu prefiro a taxa. Porque esse aqui seria o perfeito pra ela, só que, né, 49 de taxa é muito baixo, cara. Eu gosto de ter pelo menos acima de 50. Acima de 50 eu aceito, mas não nada, quer dizer, né, tirando a Ganyu, que ela ganha 20%, né, de taxa crítica quando ela dá a flechada lá. Eu não gosto de nenhum personagem com menos de 50% de taxa. Mas, né, aqui ela dá muito dano. Quando ela troca o dano elemental aqui, o E dela, talento 6, dá 10k de dano. 10k. É sinistro. Mas né, eu prefiro jogar ela com taxa. É mais... ok. É mais ok. Vamos, né? Vamos lá. Nossa, eu acho isso muito lindo, cara, como ela brilha. Vamos, né? Simbora. Pra onde ela tá? Liwei? Liwei, ok. É pra falar com a Caterine? Sério? Ah, não é a Caterine não. Quem é essa? Olá? Calma lá. Primeira parte, obviamente, em inglês. E a segunda parte vai ser em japonês. Eu sempre tô livre. O que aconteceu? Como sempre. Tu? Meu Deus do céu. A Shala? Yunjin desapareceu? Provavelmente ela se distanciou pra te dar um descansinho, né? Carta com caligrafia bonita. A quem encontrar esta carta, após alguma discussão com a donzela divina... Após alguma discussão, a donzela divina brinda com meus amigos. Eu descobri que ainda há muito a aprender. Foi ao passe de língua e esperança de ganhar alguma inspiração. Vou trair dentro de um dia, portanto não se preocupe. É, ok. Ela disse que vai voltar em um dia.
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
Ela tem uma visão, fera. Relaxa.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the
Meu
whole
Deus,
nation.
que mulher agoniada, homem.
As you can see, this is what we're up against.
Entendi, a gente tá com
Would
a
you be
Karen.
willing to accept this commission?
O Yunjin.
Wonderful. Thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back.
Daqui a um dia eu trago ela. Yunjin, estou chegando. O que tá rolando aqui embaixo, fera? Do caramba, Yunjin tá protegendo os relixou, é isso mesmo que eu tô vendo? Ok. Eu cheguei pra ajudar. Monstros! Monstros. Só me resta luta. Oi! Oi!
Emerge right here. Crush.
Easy. Você está bem? Yunjin?
It's you. I
Yes.
do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Sério?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting
Ah,
with you later.
is that true?
I didn't expect
Oh.
to run into you here of all places.
Eu ouvi dizer que você havia desaparecido.
I see. So Yunjin sent you. I did tell her not to worry.
Bom, pelo que eu vi agora ela tinha motivos.
It seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
Shenhe? Que
Do you
estado de
remember
espírito?
what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster?
Ah,
That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe.
sim.
That it was simply a matter of life and death.
Oi.
And she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. Access to a different state of mind can help me provide a
Você está tentando se colocar em perigo de vida ou morte?
Well,
Por uma
surely
peça?
it'll take my acting skills to the next level.
Ah,
That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly. Start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in.
Notei.
I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
Quer tentar de novo? Vou me juntar a você.
You've defeated an ancient god before. How am I supposed to experience genuine danger if you're here with me?
Well...
I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunjin.
É
I
verdade.
wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Ela é fofa, eu admito. Só voltar? Ok. Vamos voltar. Cheguei.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Minha amiga!
Have faith in her. Ah, they've returned.
Que mulher chata da...
We're back.
Caramba!
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Que?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show?
Quando é que ela não tem show?
Better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes, for the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree? While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, I don't Traveler, please, you tell her.
Oh, eu?
So, what's your honest opinion?
Eu acredito que a segurança deve vir acima de tudo. Mas... ela não vai gostar dessa resposta, mas é o que eu acredito. Não, não tô me referindo às pessoas, me refiro a ela.
Well, same difference, isn't it?
Same difference?
I don't think so. They seem quite different to me. Well, either way.
Bom, de certa forma não teria show se não tivesse o Yunjin.
Especially those who came from afar. And I certainly mustn't make you come out looking for me again. So I suppose I will put my training exercises on hold for a while.
Whew. I'm glad to know that the brightest star in my troupe is finally gonna start listening to reason.
Essa mulher me incomoda. Essa mulher me incomoda pra caramba. Essa mulher me incomoda demais. Eu posso...
Speaking of which, I haven't even thanked you properly for saving me.
You're welcome.
If you are free after the show,
always.
Come and find me at Hayuti House.
Oh, okay. It's a date. It's a date. Espere a performance de começar para se encontrar em 20 horas do dia seguinte. Ok, vamos pro dia seguinte. Muito bem, estamos no dia seguinte. Onde eu for? Ali. Cheguei! Não pela porta da frente, mas né? Concordo.
I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Your reputation is well deserved.
Tem uma moeda que eu quero pegar nas tuas costas aí.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing the talented Miss Yun on stage many a time in the past. But
puxa saco.
Sound fresh and new every single time. It's been barely a few days since I last saw you perform. Once again, Yunjin, you've progressed by leaps and bounds.
Oh, you're far too kind, both of you. I'm still new to the profession, but I promised myself when I joined the troupe that I would strive to develop myself as a performer every day. And I wouldn't be where I am now without everyone's faithful support.
Nonsense, you're too humble, Miss Yun. You're a major celebrity. Who in Liyue hasn't heard the name Yunjin?
In the circles I move in, anyone who says they've never seen Yunjin on stage is at risk.
Nossa senhora. Caraca, homem.
As it happens, I have a business meeting at the Xinhue kiosk with a client who is also a big fan of yours.
Não.
So,
minha vez.
I was wondering if you'd perhaps like to join us for the meal.
Bora, Lumini.
Oh, me too. I put the table at the Lioli Pavilion and was hoping you might join me.
Lumini.
I'm terribly sorry to both of you, but
Tá na hora.
I won't be able to make it.
Tá na hora.
I'm grateful for the invitations, but I'm afraid I already have arrangements for this evening. Isn't that right, traveler?
Desculpe, estou um pouco atrasado.
Okay, you have plans, but you're really gonna pass this up? I mean, you could always reschedule.
Quer apanhar a fera?
Wait a second, you're...
Eu? Me respeita, parça.
I guess it's not going to work out today, then. Maybe another day, Miss Yun.
Me respeita, parça. Yunjin pode ser famosa, mas eu também não perco, não. E tu? Tá esperando o quê? Sai fora também. Tu não me conhece? Tu não me conhece? O nariz dele mexendo de um lado pro outro por causa da
Sorry
sombra.
that I can't see you off.
O cara não me conhece? Porra, ele vive debaixo de uma pedra, hein?
Coming to my
Eu
rescue.
salvei Liyue 2 vezes, porra.
Look at you. You're a national treasure.
Hmm.
The gentry Moutsai is in awe of you. I feel a little sorry for Shinue Kiosk and
Oh.
Lily Pavilion. I just hope the food won't go to waste.
Vamos pro quiosque.
I don't think we'd be able to get a seat this late.
Leave it to me.
I have a better place we can go.
Oh.
Let's head downstairs. I owe you a big thank you tonight.
Ok, peraí. Nice. Yunjin tá tentando me seduzir, cara. Vocês estão fazendo tudo o que aqui?
One to tick off the bucket list.
Tô escutando um barulho. Ah tá, é o negócio da missão.
Miss Yoon? Oh wow, it's really you. I have just a few questions.
Ela tava acompanhada e ocupada. Sinto muito.
Back here. Oh, ditzy girl, you don't have a clue what you're doing.
Are you a journalist? If you'd like to arrange an interview, you'll have to liaise with my manager.
Oh.
Sorry, Miss Yun. Don't mind her. She's just new and still learning the ropes. We'll leave you
Miss Yoon,
Ah,
I'm
não.
interested to know why you added a silk dance to the scene where the divine damsel makes her appearance.
You noticed that?
Oh.
Yes, based on the original script, that scene would see your character perform the Adeptus walk. But the addition of the silk dance meant that the whole way you carried yourself was so much more
Animated.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, but delicate and graceful like a crane.
Oh, sorry. Which publication are you from? How come I
Oh.
Well,
Hi, we're from the Steambird. I am Boy Yi, the editor-in-chief. This young lady is Shuryun, one of my journalists. We were based in Fontaine. Just recently we made the move back to Liyue.
Oh, I see. You're from the Steambird.
Steambird.
It's no wonder. Your journalist has clearly done her research.
Oh.
that's very kind of you, but really, my level of knowledge is very basic compared to yours.
Hey, Miss Yoon is throwing you a bone here. Make the most of it, okay? Talk to her! Talk to her!
Actually, I'm afraid there's somewhere I need to be. And I'd really need to clear this interview with my manager.
Não, também pode falar com eles. Eu odiei a gerente dela, então eu não vou apoiar ela em nada.
But what about our plans?
Eu quero ver a história dela também.
Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Yoon.
E deveria me agradecer também, não?
Let's find a quiet place and get this interview underway.
Genshin se dão muito bem.
Oh, I see. So that's
Eu quero que ela
why
tenha uma
you
amiga
have
aqui em
silk
Liyue,
dance
cara.
in this scene.
Yes, exactly. Doing it this way not only allows for more physicality in my movement, it also means I can make better use of the stage and transition into the scene more quickly.
Ah, okay. So there was even more to it than I thought. So, wouldn't it make sense to contrast this with the Dongtong Appassionado section that comes directly afterward by making the latter a little more sophisticated?
Oh.
I think I know which section you're talking about.
Ah, sorry. What am I saying? This is a fixed formula, isn't it? My suggestion would completely break the format.
Não, ela tá sempre tentando melhorar.
It's okay. It's an interesting idea for sure. I'll give it some thought. Thanks for the suggestion.
Wow, I'm so honored.
Maybe it's time to move on to some of the things our readers would like to know about.
Oh, okay. I was also going to ask for your opinion on the set and the costumes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Miss Yun has countless pearls of wisdom she could share on her chosen craft. But, not all of our readers are quite so, artistically literate, shall we say.
Eu entendo.
Some of them really just want to know more about you. You know, what does Yunjin do when she's off stage?
Excuse me? When I'm off stage?
You know, you're a major celebrity, and a lot of our readers are interested to know what life is like for you. What kind of place you live in, what kind of things you eat, clothes you wear, things you buy, that whole side of things. A day in the life.
Besides rehearsing, a day in my life isn't really any more interesting than anyone else's.
Nonsense, of course it is. Just think how many people were at your show earlier. They come from all over just to show their support. In fact, a relative of mine has a daughter who's been saying she wants to broaden her horizons recently. She's been looking for a chance to give you a jade hairpin as a gift.
Oh. Oh.
It's against the rules of the opera troupe to accept private gifts from patrons. Could someone out there be accepting gifts for the troupe under false pretenses? I must get Yunjin to look into it.
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. Just something she said. Forget I brought it up. So, I saw Gentry Moutsai and the Snezhnayan gentleman come down from upstairs. Are they
Mecenas?
your shows too? So, what are your thoughts on Snezhnaya and the Fatui?
I'm sorry. This is my first interview, and my notes are becoming a total mess. I might need a moment to pause and reorganize them a little. Otherwise, I'll never be able to work all this into an article. Mr. Boye, maybe you should take a look too.
Don't be ridiculous! Stopping an interview halfway through to organize your notes? What are you talking about? Hey, all right. Miss Yun, we'll just be a moment.
Ciao.
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've been asked questions like these. The last time it happened, Yunjin stopped the interview for me. But the next day, the tabloids were full of articles like "Dramatic Exit, Yunjin storms out of interview," and "Miss La-di-da opera star is too good for our questions."
Nossa.
Yeah. So from then on, Yunjin said all interview requests have to go through her. I used to think I could hold the troupe together just by putting on a good performance. But now, I have to make sure I concentrate on my actions off stage too. Oh, you mean Fanarya and that crowd? I cherish them as members of my audience too. But there aren't many people like them who can appreciate all the nuance in a single viewing. How did Shuryun end up working with an editor like that guy? Something feels wrong there. They could be back at any moment, so I should stay here for now. But could you go look into it for me? If you find out anything, come straight.
Investigação é minha área. Tá na hora de dar uma de James Bond.
How can you be so cruel to Miss Yun?
Keep your voice down. Whatever you got to say, it can wait until we're out of earshot. We'll both be in hot water if Yunjin finds out. What's wrong with you? Why can't can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
Nossa senhora. Como foi que ele me viu?
I don't think you realize what a gold...
Por que eu faço? Caraca, homem. Ele quer que eu siga eles como? What the fuck? Ok. Então nós vamos descobrir o que acontece quando eu falho na missão de seguir. Cadê ela? Ela tá aqui embaixo.
Did you find anything out? I see. Well, don't worry. It's okay. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shuryun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
Yunjin.
Oh! De onde foi que tu veio, mulher?
To another interview without notifying me. These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent detail he might end up turning into the next big scandal. Sure, nothing might have come of it today, but who knows where it'll go tomorrow. Short of catching them all in their lair in one fell swoop, who knows when this is going to end?
I'm sorry. I was careless on
Aww.
this occasion.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell everyone in the troop to be extra cautious during this time. Gee, oh Lord, bless us. Spare us any more offstage drama.
Oh! Uma pena que a estrada é rochosa. Dois ninguém ficar ocupada por um tempo. Ah, mano. Sério? Esse é o final de um dos caminhos? Mas já? Oh, meu Deus do céu. Ah lá, ok. Terminamos um caminho. Foi até rápido. Vamos ver o próximo. Reunião noturna. Ok. Vamos seguir Vamos seguir, cara. Vamos, né? Eu quero fazer funcionar
You want to learn some
a perseguição.
footwork? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes,
I'll teach you, alright.
Mark my word.
O jeito que ela fala, pera. Como diabos é pra eu seguir esses dois sem eles me notarem?
Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear? I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Okay?
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Well, you sure seem pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
¿Qué?
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an
Ah, tá.
opportunity
Pensei que eu tinha sido
is
visto
for
de
a
novo.
small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
Bicho escroto.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steam Bird?
Oh, what?
She'll find out?
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid of? As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar.
Como é que é, pé? Como é que é?
No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point, that blonde gal seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yunjin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to the Millilith.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof?
Eu tô aqui.
You better tread carefully, Missy. First you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Olha só.
Why did I sign that contract?
Não é preciso reportar para ele. Será o fim agora. Manter o silêncio? Eu quero acabar com a raça desse bicho.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or
What?
I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yunjin throughout all of Liyue.
Oh.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier that I didn't notice who it was.
Ele não sabe quem eu sou? É outro retardado.
Traveler. You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the? What have I gotten myself into?
É, pera.
No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was
Sem mais mentiras.
Yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
Não foi culpa dela. A pobre coitada tava, né? Contratos.
I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Não! Ela gostaria de falar mais contigo. Ah, mano. Vamos lá falar com a Yunjin. E aí, Yunjin? Chego com notícias. Impressionante que eu ainda não perdi nenhum coração.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Shuyun for longer.
Pera.
She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
Eu já passei por aqui.
Yunjin, did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
Vamos por aqui, esse caminho aqui agora então.
These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what? Sure, nothing might have come of it today. Short of...
I'm sorry.
Well, gee.
Ok, deu o mesmo resultado. Então a minha resposta não foi a resposta certa? É isso? Eu deveria ter ficado quieto? É isso? Alertando a presa. Ah, eu alertei a presa. Então esse foi o problema. Saquei. Vamos manter o silêncio.
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You. Hey, wait!
Ok. Essa é a resposta certa. Vamos ver como é que a Yunjin vai reagir. E aí, Yunjin?
Did you find anything out?
Bem...
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
Botar um mililitro?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved.
É verdade.
Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
Tende a haver alguma evidência em sua base de operações. Base de operações. Caraca.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace. And you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor?
É claro.
I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Ok.
Great. Thank you.
Estou ao seu dispor,
The
minha bela
editor
dama.
should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter.
Leave it to me.
If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper?
Nossa.
If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do?
My turn.
You're
me.
the one who was with Miss Yun earlier. Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? I'll read it right away. Wow. Really? I can't believe this.
Huh?
Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary. You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding. So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought. I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
Ela é incrível.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems. Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence. I wouldn't put it past him. But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
Ok. Minha jovem é... Nossa senhora. Minha jovem é violenta. Aqui? Olá.
Okay,
Chegamos.
I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late. So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier?
Friend?
You guys seemed, pretty close. Intentionally avoiding the interview, surely.
Estou bem aqui.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Shiryun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Shiryun, don't forget the contract you signed.
The traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous. It's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Oh.
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Qixing announced a new interpretation. So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
No doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case
Isso aqui é uma
I read about not
atriz.
long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well, not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well. So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival, well,
Tá na hora de seguir ele.
I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double check from a legal standpoint.
I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Saiu em pânico.
Miss Yun, why did you stop me? Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
Diga.
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act aimed at getting him to show us the way.
Ela é uma atriz maravilhosa.
Yunjin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters.
Otário.
I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
Entendi.
Yes, I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me. The penalty terms in Shiryun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show, starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
Eu não consigo acreditar que você nos deixou no escuro. Isso aqui é uma atriz.
Acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Exato.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say. I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications.
Oh.
I only just realized what this means.
Caraca.
I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Talvez ela te contrate.
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Oh.
Yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunjin, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh.
So now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Sure, Yun. Let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Oh.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you?
Yes.
Okay. I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
So cute. Oh. Agora eu tô com ciúme, pera. E alguns amigos encontrará. É muito mais fácil encontrar 1 milhão de Moura do que encontrar alguém que conheça seu coração. É verdade. É verdade. Que fofo, cara. Que fofo. Ok, próximo passo. Vou fazer mais um pra encerrar. Acho que dá tempo. Se bem que, né? Se eu pensar bem, o próximo caminho vai ser... Não, esse caminho aqui parece ser curto. Vou fazer isso aqui então. O que... Trilhas suspeitas. O que exatamente eu não fiz aqui?
Lee. Yes, you're right. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troop is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing. So we'll have to do this one by the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day.
Yes.
The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
But fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive. Please forgive us. We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling.
Yes, I'm coming. Bye, Miss Yun.
Ah, pobre, mano.
Hey, wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
Oh.
Oh well, never mind.
Oh,
I have a friend who
mano.
works for a paper. I'll ask them later. For now, though, the top priority is making good on our plans. Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight.
Just for me.
Our plan is the only one remaining, so let's make the most of it.
Yes. My turn to have a happy time with Yunjin.
More speed.
More speed indeed. O que, cara? Me respeita. Chega aí. Que foi que eu?
I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Cherhu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
Você tá me levando para o alto do terceiro copo? Ah, já tinha mim.
Oh, you're a fan of Chef Mao's cooking too?
Yeah, eu sou conhecido da filha dele.
Stew is hot, spicy and fresh.
Oh.
But it's not kind on the throat, so unfortunately I can't eat much of it.
Makes sense.
Also, it's a bit cramped in there. I prefer open-air restaurants. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before?
Chen o
His
afiado.
grilled tigerfish is the best around.
Oh.
Third Round Knockout and One Min Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go.
Ah, okay.
Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze. Let's go.
Ok. Hello. O afiado.
Tigerfish, grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill. Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yun which I see before me? It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Me too.
With my friend today. Let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat,
Umas espetadas?
a handful of skewers,
Aham.
and of course, course, some grilled tigerfish.
Aham.
2, please. One with just a hint of chili.
Aham.
The other one,
Extra picante.
Right. Your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon. Do you want any drinks with that?
Isso é bebidas?
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun.
Oh.
Miss Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So would you two like some tea or?
Eu escolho?
anything new?
Oh.
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongsheng next door. A merchant from Mondstadt told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called
Chá com leite?
milk tea. I tried my hand at making it too, but the response has been kind of lukewarm. Still way off being ready to add to my menu.
Ok.
Tea with milk? Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat, but if I'm just having a little taste, I mean, I think it should be fine. Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink?
Chá, leite e dá o chá com leite.
Okay, let's get yours in first. And then, I'll have one of each if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Uou!
Okie dokie. And here's your tigerfish, fresh off the grill.
Come on, let's enjoy it while it's still hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
É verdade.
That was great.
Concordo.
Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over. Well, I mean, I could just drink them. But
Não.
they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special.
Eu tomo.
I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers. We could just add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the Hot Pot game?
Acho que Hot Pot? Não.
Let's
Ah,
play the Hot Pot
sim,
game
eu conheço
with
esse
the
jogo.
drinks.
Hot Pot.
I'll add some extra ingredients
Uh-huh.
based on my tastes. Then you try to guess what I added. Sound good? Don't worry. After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half. So I won't add any weird stuff. We don't need to worry about every last detail. Come on. I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and join me.
Ok. Impressionante que eu não perdi nenhum coração até agora. Aqui, cara. Ok. Ela é tão fofa, cara. Ok, tem um cachorro olhando pra mim.
Okay.
Olha.
Get ready. Oh, and no peeking.
No picking.
It's ready. Let me try it first. Pretty good. Your turn.
Ok. Yunjin pareceu reagir bem. Devo provar também? Toma de uma vez! Sopa rica acertar o fundo de sua garganta. Essa cara é séria.
Oh, just regular facial expression control. Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
É mais uma sopa do que uma bebida.
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
I don't know. A mãe mandou eu escolher esse daqui na forma que eu tenho eu escolher esse daqui.
Close, but not quite.
Qual era a resposta certa?
We can try some more combinations next time. I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Esse interrelação.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep
É,
into
né?
a character
É claro.
is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. but there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof. I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
Cansativo.
I'll buy you one drink, okay? It's not a license for you to start saying weird stuff like that. Well, never mind. You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go. All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person. I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see.
Oh?
Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
Você é sério o tempo todo.
Me? Serious? On stage, I guess. But off stage, just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic. So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Tirar uma foto.
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later?
Sim.
Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background.
Ok.
Now how should I pose?
That doesn't matter. Just be yourself. Tira uma foto. Eu tenho que tirar uma foto dela. Really? Eu não posso mudar. Done.
It looks good. I hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
Adeus por enquanto.
Hold on. How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want something to remember each other by.
É verdade.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you.
Oh.
But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view.
Ok.
I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
Beleza, né? Longe? Você espera por um tempo.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Não fiquei esperando muito.
The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot. I can see you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect. Okay, strike a pose and close your
Fechar os olhos?
Yes, please. Quickly now.
Ela vai pregar uma peça em mim, não vai? Ela vai pregar uma peça em mim, certeza. Ela tá planejando alguma coisa. Quer ver?
Get ready.
Meu ouvido?
2, 1. Open your eyes.
Ah, ela vai tirar uma foto junto. Ai, oh! Oh! Ah! Ah, essa aí me pegou de surpresa. Ah, essa me pegou de surpresa. Ah, que dor. Ah, que fofo. Uma foto de lembrança. Nossa, que coisa fofa, cara. Nossa. Ok. Isso... Oh. Ok. Foi um bom jeito de terminar essa primeira parte. Bom, só volta esses dois aqui agora. Vamos ver isso aí agora. Essa primeira parte vai ter mais ou menos 1 hora de vídeo, né? Ótimo. Esse lado aqui eu já fiz tudo. Não, falta esse lado. Ah. E esse lado aqui inteiro é para uma foto só? Caraca, homem. Ok. Beleza, então isso quer dizer que o próximo vídeo vai ser curto. Que vai ser só um caminho singular aqui. E talvez eu tenha feito primeiro o caminho mais longo, pelo que eu tô vendo. Esse aqui talvez seja curto. Acabe aqui. Então é isso aí. Se curtiram o vídeo, deixa o like. Não esquece de se inscrever para não perder os próximos vídeos. Ativa o sininho para receber notificação quando tiver vídeo novo. E logo a gente vai continuar nossa missão com a Yunjin. Nossa fofura. Ela é fofa, cara. Adorei. Então é isso aí. Esse vídeo ficando por aqui. Vejo vocês no próximo episódio. Que vai ser a segunda parte. Então, é isso aí. Valeu. Falou.